Bookaholics, it's Isabel and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about my favorite meet cutes in books. So meet cutes are my favorite part of a rom-com movie. When you go into a rom-com movie, you know that the two main characters are gonna fall in love with each other, but what I absolutely love is the journey towards that. I love to watch as they're falling in love. So their meet cute, their first date, or their first kind of meeting together after they meet for the first time, their first conflict, and then the first time they either kiss or say they love each other. I just absolutely love watching this journey. It's so much fun, and I love it even more in books. Now, meet cutes does not necessarily mean romantic meet cutes. Meet cutes can be best friends who are meeting for the first time. Meet cutes can happen over the internet. So they're meeting for the first time, but they're only meeting through emails. So there's so many different ways that a character can meet another one. And I just love the journey towards that. And I just love when they have their first meeting. So I just want to talk about the 7 favorite meet cutes that I love in books. So the first book I want to talk about is The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody. This one, I absolutely love how the two main characters meet. Chaos of Standing Still starts with Bryn, who is depressed because her best friend died a year ago, and she has this text that she hasn't looked at that her friend sent her, and she is constantly reliant on that text message because it's a connection to her best friend. But when she's in Denver, there's a big blizzard and she cannot get onto this airplane that she's meant to go on, and she accidentally swaps phones with this guy Xander. They meet because they accidentally swap their phones and they are forced to kind of interact with each other, and then they start to become friends, and then eventually more than that. And I just absolutely loved this book. It was so adorable, and I just absolutely love how Xander and Bryn met. And the next one I have here is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. So this one is a meet cute that happens over the internet, but I really love how they ended up meeting. So they meet because Blue posts a status that he is a closeted gay, and he just kind of wanted to get this off his chest without actually admitting who he was. And Simon sees this and decides to email him. So they start emailing each other because he can relate to Blue's struggle, and they start talking and emailing each other, and they slowly fall in love. And I just love this book. This is probably one of my absolute top favorite books, especially in like rom-com books, and it's actually one of my top favorite movies because Love, Simon is amazing, and I just love how they meet in here. It's so adorable and I love it. The next one I want to talk about is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Silvera. So this one, I really enjoyed it mostly because of the characters. So Ben, he is going to this post office because he is delivering all these leftover stuff from his relationship, and he's sending it to his ex-boyfriend. And then we have Arthur, who is very romantic and he believes in love at first sight. So when they happen to have this very adorable meet cute at the post office, Arthur believes that it is the universe that brought them together, and once this thing happens at the post office, they are separated. So now they have to find each other, and I just absolutely love this because it wouldn't have happened if the characters weren't who they were, you know? Arthur is very like, universe, this is what's happening, universe is making this happen, I'm going to work hard to make it happen. So like, if Arthur wasn't doing that, they wouldn't have met again through all these different missed opportunities. And then Ben also kind of gets curious and kind of wants to meet him again, and yeah, so if they weren't who they were, they wouldn't have met again, and I just absolutely love how they met. The next one I want to talk about is Radio Silence by Oseman. So this one, the meet cute, is between people who've known each other for their whole life because they're neighbors, but they never actually knew each other. They meet because Aled is the creator of the university and Francis is the fan artist that is very, very popular in the fandom. So Aled messages Francis to be the university artist. So she kind of just figures out that Aled is who he is, and then they start bonding over clothes, TV shows, and just her love of university, and they just kind of become friendship soulmates, and I just absolutely love it. And again, this is through like the internet how they meet, but they meet in actually like where they get to know each other and understand each other. And that's the best thing, is when two people who have known each other in like a I recognize your face kind of way, but not know each other in your personality way. And I just love how they kind of came together that way. The next one I want to talk about is Kat and Meg Conquer the World by Anna Priemaza. So this one is also a friendship meet cute. These two meet because Kat is like the new girl in town, and she is very anxious and does not make friends very easily. And then we have Meg, who is kind of the outcast in the school, and she doesn't really have many friends, and she's having trouble with her family. So when these two are matched together in a science project that will last the whole year, they start to awkwardly interact with each other, and then eventually they just start really becoming best friends. And I just love that, especially just the meet cute, because that typical meet cute of being partnered in some kind of school project is usually a course of like a romance meet cute, but this one was a friendship meet cute, and I just love it. It's just so much fun. The next one I want to talk about is Would Like to Meet by Rachel Winters. This one I wanted to include in here because the main character is a film agent assistant, and she is trying to get this screenwriter to finally finish his rom-com, but he does not want to have anything to do with it because he doesn't believe in romance, and he doesn't believe the romance meet cute cliches actually work. So Evie decides that I'm going to prove Ezra wrong, and I'm going to do all of these meet cutes and romance movies and prove that it does actually work. So when she's doing this, she ends up meeting these other two characters, Ben and his daughter, and they kind of join in the fun. It's so funny, and I just love how there's so many meet cutes in here that she tries to do and it just doesn't work, and it's just so much fun. And the last one I want to talk about is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. If you've been watching my videos, you know I love Sophie Kinsella, and one of the things that I love most is just the different meet cutes, but this one is my absolute favorite out of all of them. This book follows Poppy, who is engaged to this guy Magnus, and she accidentally loses the engagement ring that has been in his family for years. So she's freaking out trying to figure out where she lost this ring, and in the turmoil she ends up getting her phone stolen. At this hotel she happens to come across this abandoned cell phone and decides to take it, and this is where we meet Sam. Sam is not the owner of the phone, but it's a phone that is part of his business, and he wants the phone back, but this is the phone that the hotel has to contact her about the engagement ring, and the phone that everyone else she's contacted has. So she cannot lose it. So she makes a deal with Sam to hold on to the cell phone and just send him all the information that comes to it. That's just how they meet, and I think that's so adorable how all these different things happen that occur to make these two meet, and it's just so adorable, and I love it. Those are my 7 top meet cutes in books. These were so adorable, and I just love how meet cutes doesn't necessarily have to be romantic meet cutes. Meet cutes can be really anything. It can be best friends meeting for the first time, romance people meeting for the first time, it can be over the internet. However you meet, it doesn't even have to be cute, but it's still a meet cute because it's your first time meeting. So I really enjoyed this. These are my top favorites, and I just love meet cutes so much. They're so adorable to watch. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite meet cutes in books or movies or TV shows. Let me know down below because I would love to discuss that with you. And subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Bye!